Cancun. Surf, sand, bikinis, brewskis. Girls and guys gone wild. Sculpture. Wait a minute. Sculpture? So where are we now?
We're just approaching the museum.
Yes, Cancun has an art scene. It's not so much underground as it is, I discovered, underwater. Musa, in Spanish it stands for Museum of Underwater Art, is an eerie world of sculptures being shaped by the sea life around it.
I can go one day and there would be a huge school of fish there, you know. Another day I'll go and there's lobsters crawling across the sculptures. So it really is out there in the elements, and it really is changing dramatically.
Jason DeCaries Taylor is the British sculptor who's created these ghostly figures that live 25 feet beneath the surface.
We tend to be oblivious to this underwater world because it's out of our sight most of the time. And what an incredible place it is.
The project started when 2 hurricanes devastated the area's coral reefs.
It's like explosion.
As director of Cancun's National Park, Jaime Gonzalez's mission is to protect the reef.
Almost 500,000 people visit this area on a yearly basis.
500,000 people come just
to this small spot.
Just touching the reef's living, breathing organisms inflicts harm. After a hurricane, keeping tourists at a distance is crucial to letting the reefs grow back.
Some of the areas require some closing.
But closing off the reefs permanently would devastate the business of Roberto Diaz, who runs Aqua World, Cancun's largest water tour operator. When he heard about a proposal to shut off access, he was not amused.
So I said, well, if you shut down the reefs, I'll sue you.
What happened next was an all-too-rare collaboration between art, business, and government.
I got a call from the Marine Park director, Jaime Gonzalez.
And I said, well, what about if we have an underwater museum?
And do I want to come over and check it out?
And then he said that he had this 200 sculpture project that would be very interesting for Cancun.
Taylor's vision was to draw park visitors away from the reefs by having them mingle with his underwater crowd. Hundreds of local people posed for him. Look at that face.
He's brilliant. He was actually the first person I molded when I came here. His name was Joaquin. He had a really pitted face and it just came out so well in the cast.
The process is time-consuming and arduous for the artist and the model.
They come in, we have to get all the hair, slick it all back, put Vaseline on it to stop it from sticking to the mold.
Taylor's models have come from all walks of life. There's this nun.
She was actually my Spanish teacher when I first arrived. And she's 85 years old, one of the oldest people I've ever cast.
And this Victoria's Secret model.
Good bone structure.
Great bone
Good
structure.
Trout. Good collarbones.
And this young boy.
And he stood in this position for an hour. All he did was blinked. He didn't move, didn't breathe. He was just amazing.
The sculptures are made of an ultra-hard concrete that's 20 times stronger than the normal stuff.
It's really heavy.
Really heavy.
That is really heavy.
I know.
After they're installed on the seafloor, the ocean takes over, bringing life to the art, literally.
You know, I have a whole little team of helpers underwater that actually do the finishing work, you know.
They're more than just statues of local people. Over our underwater lunch, Taylor showed me sculptures set in water 9 feet deep, accessible to snorkelers.
This is one way of, you know, changing people's attitudes towards the ocean and towards the reefs.
Has this sculptural museum met your expectations?
Yes, it has increased a lot of our business, especially the diving for beginners.
For Jaime Gonzalez, success is measured in what's not happening. Divers are now spending on average 40% of their time looking at the sculptures.
Measurably less time in the natural reef. So in that sense, it's a success.
Yeah.
So here's to the new Cancun, where sea life and sculpture are having their own party. Call it Art Gone Wild.